Hey everybody, Kelly here with another comic book haul. Made it to my LCS over the weekend. Plus, I got a couple of packages, so we'll go through some of that. I'll talk about some of the stuff I picked up too, because um, first of all, I participated in a whatnot sale. I do watch from time to time, looking for the Green Lanterns and the Justice League Europe and the other stuff that I sort of want, hoping to get cheap. So the one I was watching at $1 starts 5 second auctions. So you had to know what you're looking for. You didn't have time to research anything, so I mean, yeah, I was just planning on watching, but this first book I bought came up, and for $1, I said, I gotta have it. So I bid on it, and I got it for $1. And that is New Mutants 43. This is a Scotty Young cover. It's in, they said fine condition, and it probably is. There's a ding up here on the corner. I've been planning on getting a tack iron, and that might work that out a little bit. So, for $1, I figured, why not? But then comes, it's like, okay, now I gotta buy a bunch of books. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. So it's like I was planning on buying, 10 books or so. I only got 4. Um, Bid on these other 3, and then I got a phone call. My daughter needed help, and so I only got 4 books. So I don't know whether it's really cost efficient at that point to get them, but I'd already bought them. So first one, Action Comics 820. Like that cover, like that character. It's like, is that Silver Banshee, I think she's called. So it's like Spellbound number 6. This is a pretty good limited series from what I've heard, so I'll have to try to get the other 5 now. And then Wolverine number 9. It's like I'm not big into X-Men, but Mystique is one of the characters that I do like, and that's probably because it's like of Avengers Annual number 10. I bought that off the rack, and I think that was my introduction to her, and I like the character. So, but my next pick up, each week I go through new releases, looking, at what I want to buy from the week, making a list. I don't get there every week, so it's like, but yeah, looking for that, looking for artists that I like to collect, and saw this book. It is a small publisher, and I didn't figure it would be at my LCS, but I wrote it down. Had a Maria Wolf cover. That's what drove me to it. So it's like, this was a little over a month ago or so. So wrote it down and went to my LCS, and sure enough, it wasn't there. But it was a Maria Wolf cover, and it's like I wanted it. So I searched the publisher online, and sure enough, they have a website and they sell their stuff online. So I was able to get it. And then I get the books. It's like they're not bagged and boarded. It's like, which is fine because they send them with these protective covers. Well, most of them, I guess. um, and a QR code back there, which sends you to a video of how you can remove the cover. So as you can see, I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I was able to get this book, plus 2, 3, and 4. It's a 4-issue series, which is sort of strange because issue 1 was just on the new releases. So how can I get all 4 of them? We'll get into that. So without further ado, Drumsticks of Doom. This is by a publisher called Part-Time Comics. And the premise of this story is basically what if the music culture of our times was determined by Black Sabbath and not the Beatles? So a lot of heavy metal, but then it gets into magic and stuff like that. So I did read the first issue. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the last 3 issues. Let me show you those last 3 issues, and then we'll get back into... So number 1 came with that protective cover. We got number 2. Number 3, and finally, this one's protected, number 4. So let's look into this a little bit. I read the first issue, and I really found it interesting, and there's some interesting stuff in the book. Like I say, it was on the new release. It's like, here's the inside cover, and it's like, first thing, it's like, I thought it was funny. It's like, we have this, sponsored in part by, Hardy Window Cleaning Chicago. It's like, so sponsoring in there. It's like, I found that interesting. Then I read the Incendia, is that what it's called? Something like that, I can't remember. And I look at it, and it's copyright 2021. So it's like, this book's been around for 5 years, but it's on your new release. In fact, this was about a month ago, and I looked at this week's comics, and it's on there again this week. So not quite sure what's going on there, but I mean, Maria Wolf cover. I read the book. It's really quite interesting. But I mean, some other things, it's like, the artwork isn't bad. I mean, does a decent job. It's like, so yeah, it's like, I read through it, and then get back here, there was like a fake story write-up. I mean, this is 2021. Okay, and there is, gotta find it. Should have bookmarked it before I started. Okay, so Dark Times. This is sort of like a newspaper article, or the Dark Time News for music. So maybe it's, the Rolling Stones of this world. But the article here, Dark Times mourns loss of frontman. They are talking about the death of Ozzy Osbourne. It's like, this was 2021. Ozzy Osbourne was still alive then. And I read through that, and the story tells of how Ozzy Osbourne was killed by a fan, shot and killed by a fan. So basically, taking the story of John Lennon and making it Ozzy Osbourne instead. And in this story, it's like I closed the book. It's like they give a quote by John Lennon in which he says, it's like, well, I can't find it. But he basically says it's like, I hope someday to release an album that's as good as Paranoia. So, sort of, it's like sort of flip-flopping Beatles with Black Sabbath. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to reading the last 3 issues. So, but now it's like I got to my LCS over the weekend. So, and I hadn't been in there in like 3 weeks. So it's like I got a little stack. And it's like, so let's get into this. I mean, first of all, Murder Podcast. Love this story. And this story is not disappointing either. Enjoyed that. It's like, picked up Galactic by Distillery. This is a Tula Lotay cover, which that's why I bought it. Tula Lotay. I read it. Star Wars knockoff, basically. So it's like just putting that out there. Here's another Tula Lotay. Catwoman number 83, the sweater weather variant. Terabytes number 4. This is a Raza cover. Psylocke Ninja number 1, the Art Germ cover. And that's a little bit different than Art Germ's normal covers. I mean, the figure not so much. It's a lot softer than what he normally draws. So, and it's the trade dress. I'm not buying the 1 in 100. It's like Justice League Red number 6. This is a Stephanie Hans cover. So, one of them artists that I like to pick up when I can find. Malevolent. Malevolent. It's like, haven't read that one yet, but it's like, figured I'd pick that up and try it. I think I miss that sweater weather one. It's like the Catwoman. I'm not sure that was Tula Lotay. It's like, I know I bought that one because of the artist, but I don't think it was Tula Lotay because I know this is Tula Lotay. Bug Wars, the Spider Witch Special. I like the limited series that they had, so I picked up that one. It's like, Escape from Skull Island. That's a Maria Wolf cover. And from watching Hall Yeah Comics the other night, I guess this is like based in the same world as the Netflix series, which is more of a children's series. And so if I actually read this, I might have to watch that as well to be able to understand it. I got this Batman the Killing Joke, the reprint, the Brian Bolland cover. I've never actually read this, but so I have that Disney Infinity now, so I might have to read that. Got this because it really Astro Quantum, and hearing about it, it's like more hearing about it than me reading about it. It uses characters from Moby Dick. You have Queequeg, you have the Pequod, which is the ship. So it's like that's why I bought that. And it's like, and now I'm going, oh, maybe I should reread Moby Dick. I had to read that in high school, and I didn't. It was you had to read it. Now it's more like, I'd sort of like to read it. And I don't remember a whole lot of it outside of Call Me Ishmael. So, and then, should I call it FOMO? I really don't know. It's like Absolute Wonder Woman, first appearance of Absolute Zatanna. Get it right, man. And Absolute Batman number 16. So, a couple more books because Space Ghost number 6. It's like, I'm not sure I've read 5 yet. Oh my. So, and then finally, this book went from being almost on my cut list to being something that I will probably put at the top of my stack to read. And that is No Place, another book by Ignition Press. And just the backstory that they give in here about Dorothy and the Land of Oz. It's like, which, if you didn't know, characters from the Wizard of Oz are in here, and No Place. There's no place like home. So, but yeah, the backstory that they gave for Dorothy and what is going on just absolutely piqued my interest. So, I will be picking up number 4 now, but that's my haul for this go around. It's like Drumsticks of Doom. I highly recommend this. Part-Time Comics, you can go there and you can buy direct from them. Also Ignition Press, if you like Ignition Press, but your LCS isn't carrying the books or not carrying the covers that you want, you can go to Ignition Press's website and you can order direct from them. And they do have some exclusives. No Place number 1 had a Maria Wolf cover, so that was an exclusive. That's how I found out that they sold online, because I was doing my weekly check and saw that No Place was there. Then when I was entering number 1 into my database, I looked at the additional covers and there was a Maria Wolf in there. So I went to the website, found it was an exclusive, ordered that and some others. So, but anyway, that's my haul. It's like, wanted to talk about what I've been reading, but it's like with all I did with Drumsticks and Drumsticks of Doom and with No Place, it's like this video is already at 20 minutes, so I won't hold you any longer. There's all sorts of comic book creators out there putting out videos, and it's like I watch so many of them myself. So until next time, just keep it comics.